Hey everyone, market updates are in for Long Beach in Panama City Beach for the first quarter of 2023. I'm Craig Duran with the Duran Group at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. A couple things in this video. Our MLS system has just made a really nice upgrade, and we have even more detailed statistics that I can show you about the market. So I'm going to delve into that a little bit at the beginning so you can understand really what's happening. Also talk about pricing a little bit specifically in Long Beach, and then really show you something I think is a game changer for the short-term rental market. If you have ever purchased a short-term rental, own a short-term rental, or are ever going to sell a short-term rental, wait until you see what this software can do. So let's get right into it. The overall Gulf front condo market, the number of sales is down. Here we are in March of 2023. We're down to 92 sales across the beach. We did something like 175 or 180 this time in 2021. So we're selling fewer condos, but don't leap to the idea that the market is just terrible just yet. Let me show you a couple other things. Price trends, the average sales price or the sold median sales price is up a little bit over the last couple months. Not terribly surprising that we peaked in May, and when the interest rates spiked, affected the market a little bit and things kind of trickled down. They're starting to move up again now that we have some relief in the interest rates. People are starting to get used to it again. Also, if you factor in the seasonality of some things, it's not surprising that we have a little more robust activity in the market. The average sale to list price ratio right now, meaning what's the average asking price and then the final closing price, what's that percentage look like? Right now, that's at a pretty 96.3%, a little bit soft. Sellers are a little more negotiable than they were, of course, this time last year to try to get deals done. This is an interesting number right now, days on market. Of course, days on market is how long does something sit on the market? How many days is it on the market for sale before you get to closing? 4 of the last 6 months, 5 of the last 7 months, really, we're in the 50-some day category, 54, 61, 59, 57, 59. A normal neutral real estate market, a good days on market number has always been around 100 or 110 days. Sitting at 59 days is a very, very healthy market. Condos are selling in a pretty reasonable amount of time. We're certainly not as hot as we were back here in June of last year when we were selling condos in 11 days on average. But 59 days is still a very good number. And I think all of that is showing us that the market may be a little better than most of us are thinking. Look at the months of inventory number. Different presentation of what you guys have heard me talk about for years, but 2.9 months of inventory is a very, very good, healthy market, really into seller market territory. Condos are selling. There's good demand in the market right now. Again, not terribly surprising because of the season that we're in. We're getting ready to come into beach season. People who are thinking about purchasing a beach condo now have probably absorbed the interest rate shock somewhat and are ready to make a move. I think the big question is what will happen to the market later in the summer going into the third quarter. But for now, it's a very good time to be out there, especially if you're thinking about selling. Looking at Long Beach specifically, it'll be a little tough to pick up data since it's less data, but we're sitting at about 93 days on average to sell something. Price trends, clean this up for you a little bit, probably down just a little bit from this peak in September-ish, but again, we're analyzing less data, so I wouldn't get hung up on that too much. All right, looking at activity in the first quarter, I'll buzz through this and show you this short-term rental stuff. We had a couple of efficiencies sold, 1, 2, 3, 4 efficiencies. One closed at 235. 3 are under contract. The asking price is at 310,900, 339,900, 349. Sorry, it looked like a different building there for a minute. Couple 1-bedroom sales, one at 450, one at 485, an asking price at 470 right now. That is also sees a sale pending. Some 2-bedroom activity closed at 625, 679, and 700. In the 3 bedrooms, we were very active in this part of it. There's one on the market for $899 that has a sale pending. We were involved in both of these transactions that closed at $955 and $1,035,000. Now, check this out if you have any interest in short-term rentals. Again, if you've done them, any of those kind of things. So this program, I'll put in one of the addresses over at Long Beach. 10513 Front Beach Road. I want to compare, let's start with 2-bedroom units. And let's say we have 6 guests because we have a sleeper sofa. This is giving us an average rental revenue of 74,000, average daily rate, average occupancy rate. This is very helpful in working with some buyers. Some investors like to look at annual occupancy rate numbers and average daily rate numbers. We can put together a cash flow for people. We were already doing this in some other programs, but it's nice to have it all in one place. But look at what this is doing and think about this from a few different perspectives for a second. This is pulling in all of the listings that it can find for VRBO and Airbnb listings based around that address. And if you really want to dig into it, you can kind of go in and look at this map over here and see what it's pulling. You can go click on these individually. And look at what each one of these little slides is telling you. 37,000 rental revenue was collected here. This is including cleaning fees. 37,000 here, it gives you a rental potential, but it's basically saying 250 days were available for rent. So this unit wasn't even available for rent the entire year. Here's what the occupancy really was, and here's what the average daily rate was. Here's another one. It did 43,000. It was available for more days. Here's one that did 38,000. Here's one that did 76,000. It was only available for 261 days. They had a higher average daily rate. Wow, they must be doing something different. 52,000. Here's 96,000. Holy cow, it's a remodeled penthouse. One thing that will be cool for anybody who owns now or is thinking about buying, you can actually click on each one of these links and see the individual VRBO or Airbnb listing to try to learn what someone who is so successful at this has been doing. Wow, 96,000 that they did. Let me go through and look at the listing and see if there's anything I can do to improve mine. Another one, 86,000. Another one, 91,000. And look at some of these revenue potential numbers. 86,000, 91,000, 91,000, 92,000. And think about this from a seller perspective for just a second, because I'm super excited about this on the marketing side. It's going to be more and more challenging to sell condos for the next little while. We're not in the kind of overheated market that we were the last couple of years. So we're competing on everything. We have to have great photography. We have to have good rental history information. We have to know, we have to have amazing videography and marketing and spread it out all over the web. But one big differentiator, as simple as it sounds, plenty of buyers, especially the ones who are looking for some kind of investment or revenue purchase, are analyzing condos just by the existing rental income that they're doing now. But we know that can vary dramatically. We just saw it. Plenty of people use the condo more than somebody else. Some people have a better handle on self-managing than some other people. Some people have better property managers than others. So the numbers are going to be all over the board. They always have been. If I'm selling something and it's a very nice unit, but the owner uses it a lot of the times of the year, I'm not going to have great rental history to show. And in the past, it's been very, very challenging, because even though it's not a massive rental unit for people, plenty of buyers in the buyer pool want to see great rental numbers. Now what we can do in the marketing is to show them a really good cross-section of what activity looks like in this building. If you want to rent this a lot and you want to put some money into maybe remodeling something, what have you, 76,000, 96,000 here, 86,000 here, 91,000 here, 79,000 here. Now you can make the assessment based on how much you think you're going to use or not, which is going to help people who have softer rental incomes when they're selling their property. So many unsophisticated investors sort of use the rule of 10. So if something's doing 70,000 in rentals, they can support a $700,000 asking price. Well, check this out. I mean, if you have, these are 2-bedroom units that we've done. 2-bedroom units have been selling for 679,000, 700,000. But if in my marketing, I can now layer in 91,000, 79,000, $86,000, that's going to make that a unit super appealing to somebody, especially if they're lining up 2 or 3 that they're comparing. Of course, this is going to be good for buyers. It can give them a lot more confidence to move forward on something that might not have great rental history, because we can show them really good cross section of what rentals look like. I can't stress this enough of how much this is going to help me on both sides of the conversation to give people more peace of mind about what they're getting into. I really think it's going to help people sell for a little more money if they integrate this into their marketing on the selling side. So that's Q1 wrap for 2023. I'm still learning this program. I'm going to play around with it a lot more, so I'll have a lot more for you going forward. But we will be back in the coming months to give you another update on the market to see if we're going to maintain this momentum through the spring or if it's going to run out at some point. So again, I'm Craig Duran with the Duran Group, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Thanks for watching.